Hey guys, Ben Swinton here, Addison Vlogs, and welcome back to my Orlando series here on the Life of Ben series. So, without further ado, sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, kick your feet up, most importantly, have fun as I talk about Epcot. But before that, how Holiday Inn tried to do one on me. So, check links in the description, of course. There's TikTok, Instagram as well, and Twitter as always, alongside my Twitch, my gaming channel, Simpson Plays, and of course, simpsonplays.com. So then, before we talk about the Epcot stuff, we decided long before we'd even left this country that we were only going to Epcot because we could. You know, we paid for the all the parks, so we could go to Epcot. We didn't really want to go to Epcot. You know, is the sciencey one. It's not something that's really Disney. It's almost, in my opinion, it's almost like long ago, someone who was in charge wanted to science and teach the world something. And it's not really Disney, you know, it's really the odd one out, the outlier. Almost like how Hollywood Studios was. But um, we were going to go anywhere because we could, like I said. But before that, we decided that it would be the day we would do the Holiday Inn and virtual tour, or not virtual, in life tour. And what that is Holiday Inn get guests to come on a tour of their Holiday Inn Club thing. So they tell you all about what the Holiday Inn Club memberships are like, what it's all about, all that stuff. And in return for your time, whether you sign up to it or not, they give you something. And what they offered us was $120 in vouchers that could be used on site. If you book through the website as a non-member, I think they give you just $100 in actual cash. So it's something I would say you should do if you've got the time for it. If you're not completely booked to the brim, do it because they give you something for it, and you may want to sign up to the thing, and they offer you better deals in person tours than virtual tours. So now, when we did it was pretty cool. You know, they showed us they showed us what it could be. They showed us the rooms at River Island. I've explained this whole thing is split into little villages. You've got North Village, West Village, East Village, and River Island. River Island is the flagship one. It's where the lazy river is. It's where it's got mini golf there. It's got a pretty cool arcade there. You know, West Village was the first one, so West Village has got a pool there. It's got like motor stuff and everything there, water sports and stuff. That's next to the actual lake, the actual Orange Lake thing, and it's got a massive arcade there at West Village as well. But River Island is the newest flagship kind of promo for Orange Lake Resort, and it's got the really nice villas there and the blocks that are right next to the pool complex and stuff. It's got some restaurants there as well. Now, far better than North Village where we were. But yeah, showed you all that. They showed you the map, gave you the history. They talked about the fact that you've got access, that you use your points at loads of hotels that are partnered with them. Is it IHG hotels? You can even use your points on some airlines, and we've done that before. My family, we've used points on air to get there, some airlines, and they explained all this, and they said it would cost us. Originally, at first they sold us it would cost like 152 pounds a month, and we were sold. At that point, we were like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! We 152 points a month, 152 pound a month, or no, it was a year. That's what I said. 152 pound a year, and we get 200,000 points that we can spend to go on holidays all over the world. Why the hell not? That's a Netflix membership. To do that, that's unbelievable." And it was unbelievable because it was a lie. It turns out it was like £50,000, not upfront, obviously. You can pay that. You pay that off over time, over however long it takes to pay it off. Plus £400 in maintenance, plus the membership of £152 a year to get the 200,000 points. And we were like, no, no, that's not what you said. So we're not doing that. Then they tried to offer us a much two other smaller options because we're young and we may not be able to afford these things. So they gave us an 11 grand option and a 7.5 grand option, both of which 11 grand option was a definite no. 7 grand option, I was just like, you know what, no. As much as it's actually possibly affordable, especially if we're both paying off, me and my girlfriend paying that off, it's affordable that. The 400 and something pound a year bit on top of it is just no. That's no, I'm not ready for that. Like that's not something I had budgeted for in my life plan in my head. And so we were just like, no, we'll just take the 120 vouchers, please. Um, Damn, I wish I hadn't wasted my time so much. Because, I mean, if you get told something like that and you get told 152 on a year, you would be hooked. You would stay for the whole tour. You wouldn't just jump out and get your vouchers or whatever they've offered you and stuff. Because it sounds amazing. That's a great deal, right? Turns out it's not quite true, unfortunately. But hey, you live and learn, right? So, yeah. After that, well, we then take the Uber back to the no, we get driven back. So that's another part of the fact that I don't know if that's for everyone. I think that's just because we were guests of members. My parents are already members of this plan. As you can see, it's not a cheap plan, and we have it doubled. We have two plans that are joined together of the same value, of the same high $50,000 mark. So ain't cheap. But yeah, we've as guest of members, we got chauffeured. I guess we got chauffeured there to the tour site. We got chauffeured back. From there, we got freshened up a bit more because we've been sweating already from the heat, and we took an Uber to Epcot. So here's all that. Yeah, yeah. So after arriving there and seeing the big ball, we go over to Mission Space. Now, Mission Space has two rides that are very similar, but also very different. And I mean very different. The Mars mission is one of the coolest things in hindsight that I have ever experienced. I love simulator rides. They're better than roller coasters because roller coasters, right? They're scary. You get that thrill, and you're terrified as you go down into, well, I am anyway. As you go down into the drop, and then you come off and like all your adrenaline's rushing from the fear or excitement or whatever. But simulator rides are so cool. They tell a story. They're interactive. They're just so much better in my opinion. But hey, that's just me. So if you're a thrill ride seeker, Disney's probably not best for you, or Universal's far better for you. But Mission Space, like I said, two different ones. So the first one, you're locked in, is like almost like like the ones where you go up, you hold onto the bars and you go up, and it drops you down, drops down, drops down, like that. But you're locked in there, and you do it's all this movement stuff, and you press a few buttons when the commentator comes through and tells us to press which ones from mission control, like you're on a NASA thing, and you go to the moon, okay? Oh no, you don't go to the moon. You do an orbit of Earth. That's what it is. It's an orbit of Earth that you're doing, and it's all simulated like you're doing an orbit of Earth in a rocket ship, which is pretty cool. All right, and then you got like a rough landing because some systems fail, and it pretends like you've got manual control. You've got the joystick here, like you're actually in a spaceship. It's really cool, especially since I've been started to watch what's it called? For All Mankind on Apple TV Plus. That's a really cool series about an alternative history of Russia got to the moon just before the United States did. It's really cool and recommended watch. But Mission Mars is unbelievable because in that one they simulate actual G's. You can actually feel it. Like there was a situation where I've got to press the button, right, and my hand is struggling to get to the button. Like I'm literally been fighting G-force to get to the button, fighting gravity itself. Like it's almost like there's a weight on my entire body stopping me from moving even any limbs forward to press anything. It's insane. Honestly, it was an insane feeling. Like my whole face felt weird, my mouth felt numb. Like my jaw was actually held open because I couldn't close it because of the G's. It was insane. It was incredible. Like honestly, it almost made me want to sign up for NASA there and then because that was incredible. Like if that's what that feels like, that's incredible. I want to do that. Like it's insane. It wasn't so much incredible for my girlfriend who had motion sickness. She was not very happy with such things. But she did it, bless her. Especially after the first one, she already felt sick, and This one was said to be worse. And I looked at her and said, do you really want to do this? You want to either we both walk away, or you feel like you want to let me do it, or what do you want to do here? And she said, no, she'll do it. And bless her, she didn't throw up or anything. She did it. She completed her tasks assigned to her. She did it. So she was a good soldier. After mission space and all that cool stuff, we did this kind of almost like the NASCAR one at Magic Kingdom, but this one was by Chevrolet. So first you design your own car. Then you get in this big simulated car thing, and there's like 6 people with you, and it simulates all your. It does all these moving about stuff, and it simulates what your car would do. Not each. It doesn't go around, does each one 6 times, it does it once, and it shows you what your car results would be on a screen in front of you. So yeah, that was pretty cool. The craziest part of it was when afterwards it does the full speed test, and that's the kind of thrill ride part of it, and it goes outside on this NASCAR thing, and it goes really fast. And the thing you don't realize in America is, here in England, when you open a window and you go fast, you get cold air blowing at you, right? In America, no matter how fast you go, the air does not get cold. This is hot, clammy air smacking you in the face, ripping your skin off. Like, it's so hot. I was like, oh, my eyes are so dry. The water has been evaporated by the very air. Oh, it was an experience. It was an experience. As I said at the start of this video, we did the holiday and tour thing, and that finished more or less. It was like 10 till 12, and then we went to Epcot. So we were hungry, right? And we did all that. We did Mission Space, and we did um, then the Chevrolet thing, all on an empty stomach. So it was time for food, right? And half of Epcot is literally just like a village of food. Like, it's got loads of different cultures meshed together. So it's got like European, British, and it shows like a pub for the British one. It's got like Mediterranean style villas and houses almost, with the shops and the restaurants for the Mediterranean food, and so forth, and so on and so on. Chinese, Indian, and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. But that's on the other side of the park. So we were gonna go there, and then we were like, wait, we ordered food on the app from the British one, fish and chips. We go from what the taste of home. And then I was like, wait a second, this place that we're walking through right now, this like food court place, is one, it's cheaper, and two, the food looks nicer, so I want this now. So she was like, okay, I will order this for you here, because the queue's big, and it will give you time to run across there and get my food. So I had to run across the park, so I had to walk like 10 minutes, 20, 15 minutes across the park, and then 15 minutes back. It was a whole thing. It was crazy. I was so sweaty and stuff, but I did a little bit of sightseeing and stuff on the way there. It had started to rain actually, and then there was this little bird. It was making so much noise on this tree. It was insane. Just check this out. So after dinner and all that, we went to the final 2 rides of Epcot that we said we would go to, which were inside the ball. So inside the ball, there's like a little ride showing you the history of mankind, like where we started, where we're going, kind of thing. So that was really cool to see the different eras and the important steps mankind took in our evolution of our culture, our science, and our thoughts and ideas, and where that could. There's a funny video of where that could take us, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'll show you guys that.
Sure. Really?
Now, along with our answers, let's add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about. And now I believe your future is just about ready. Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future. Here in your future, it'll be
No way.
enjoy nature in the great outdoors.
What? That's amazing.
Accidents still happen. The doctor will let you know what your body needs.
Oh no.
And now you're ready to start your healthy day. Don't worry. With instant communication and dental tracking, a healthy hand is never far away. Fortunately, your entire medical history is with you at all times on a smart card. The best surgeons in the world are always on call, thanks to real-time video links and remote-controlled instruments.
Whoa.
While you relax at home with a cup of soup, technology speeds recovery time. In no time at all, you're back on your feet. Uh-oh. Fortunately, in the future, help is never far away. The end.
That's
Or should I say,
bloody brilliant.
of your future.
You don't have your face.
And before we did all that, we went to a one called something soaring. You'll see it. And there, it took us like in this kind of simulated paraglided thing over all of planet Earth. So start here start there in Florida, and you end up going across like to Sydney. Whales jump out at you, and you can smell it. And you go to Africa, and they kind of simulate the smell of the African savannah, the grass and trees. Go over the Himalayas and stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, Epcot was like a what's the word, like a interesting niche, like a cool thing to do. Not something we wanted to do, but once we got there was lots of cool stuff that we enjoyed. So whilst we didn't get to do everything at Epcot, like there is a Guardians of the Galaxy thing there that you have to book in advance that we didn't know about. But it was, what we did was cool. So can't say I didn't enjoy Epcot. It can get a thumbs up from me as well at Epcot. It was alright. So as I say goodbye to Epcot, I want to thank you all guys for watching. So thank you for watching. And like, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that bell notification, keep to the everything here on Simpson Vlogs, not just Life of Ben and this awesome Orlando trip videos, but also if you didn't like it, leave a dislike or potentially rewind it and try again. There are links in the description, of course. There's TikTok, Instagram, Rizzle, and Twitter, alongside Simpson Vlogs, not Simpson Vlogs, Simpson Plays, my gaming channel, my Twitch obviously, and of course SimpsonPlays.com, my website. Without further ado, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Clearly, my brain's a bit mush this morning. So, bye guys. Peace.
15 minutes.